Welcome to Geometry. My name is Darcy Woodward, and I teach academic geometry and accelerated geometry, and I've been teaching for 30 years. The topics that are covered in geometry are listed below. The tools of geometry and basic vocabulary is what we start with, and I introduce the notation of geometry and how to use the different tools. Students will learn all about triangles, quadrilaterals, and circles within a variety of different units. Plane and space measurements are also taught, which would include perimeter, circumference, area, surface area, and volume. Parallel lines have many properties, and students will be taught about those properties. And students will learn all about congruent triangles and what it takes to prove that two triangles are congruent. It's within the parallel line property and congruent triangle units where students begin to learn how to use deductive reasoning to prove that something is true. Students will learn all about similar figures and transformational geometry, that is, movement on the plane. In this course, students would be successful if they had the following materials: a 3-ring binder and loose leaf paper if students choose to print out my handouts and do the homework on paper instead of using their iPad. If students are choosing to use their iPad only, that's fine, but they have to make sure they have a way to organize all their files so they can find what they need when they need it. A scientific calculator would be helpful. Students do have calculator apps on their iPad. However, during tests and quizzes, students' iPads will be locked and they will not be able to toggle back and forth between a test and a calculator. So having a scientific calculator that they can use by their side is a good idea. You don't need a graphing calculator for this course, but in future math courses, you might need a graphing calculator. I will issue tools to students unless they have their own. Those tools would include a compass, a protractor, and a ruler. They will use them throughout the semester, and then I will collect them back again at the end of the semester. Those of you that are coming live would need some kind of pouch to hold these tools so you can bring them back and forth from home to school. Some students just use a gallon-sized Ziploc bag. Others purchased a pencil pouch or a zipper pouch. And I also would recommend a stylus to use for the iPad. Since we're using a lot of geometric figures, students will have to label figures on the iPad, and using just your finger to write on those might not be accurate enough. So I would recommend a stylus. The number one way that students will participate in this class is by checking Schoology daily. This is our main line of communication. Students would be expected to go into Schoology, then get into our class and check for updates daily, check to see what I have uploaded for them to do, and it's through Schoology they will submit assignments. If videos are assigned, video lessons are assigned, I would expect students to watch those carefully, take notes when appropriate. Students are expected to participate in class. If attending live, that would be a normal, participation. If you're a cyber-only student, you can still participate with me by chatting with me, emailing with me, or doing video conferencing with me. Complete practice problems as assigned. There will be guided practice. That is, after a lesson, I will ask you to try a few problems, and then I will demonstrate how to get those answers myself. So kind of guiding you through those. It would be expected that you try those, as well as independent practice, which is also called homework. Communication with me is going to be the biggest challenge for some students. If you're not sure what's going on, would need more help, would like more directions, you have to let me know. There's not going to be a way that I would know what to do to help you unless you let me know. And so I would expect students to communicate with me and also to submit assignments and tests and quizzes by due dates. I will give due dates for all of those things, and I do hold firm to due dates. If you turn something in past the due date, you will not receive credit. Grades are updated in Power School several times a week. Power School is the location where you will find your true grade, a grade for all of the things that you have done. There are sometimes grades in Schoology, but that would not show your overall grade. Power School is the location for you to find your grade. Several different ways are available for you to contact me by email, darcywoodward@generalmcclain.org. Schoology does have a built-in email function, so you could click on that and send me a message. You could call the high school, 273-1033, extension 1315. If I don't have live students, I'll answer the phone. Otherwise, let's just leave a message and I'll call you back. We can set up a time to Zoom or video chat. There's different ways to contact me. This is going to be an interesting and exciting school year. I'm looking forward to it. And hopefully with these things put into place, it will be successful for everyone.